All right, let's talk about a tree you've probably seen a million times, the willow. But I've got a feeling that after this, you are never, ever going to look at it the same way again.
I mean, seriously, when you think of a willow tree, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Go on, picture it. Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably that beautiful, almost fairy tale image, right? You know, those long, flowing branches just dipping down towards the water. It's totally the poster child for peace and quiet.
But what if I told you that tree is also a brilliant engineer, a pharmacist, and even an artist? Yeah, let's get into it, because that pretty tree has some major secrets up its sleeve. We're about to pull back the curtain. So, first things first, let's talk about the willow as a guardian of the earth. This tree isn't just a passive bystander. Oh no, it's out there on the front lines, actively working to keep our planet healthy. So, you're probably wondering, how does it pull this off? Well, it all starts underground. Its root system is this dense, sprawling network. Think of it like a natural safety net that literally grips the soil. This is a huge deal for stopping erosion, not just on riverbanks, but even in deserts. And get this? Those roots are also like a built-in water filter, sucking up nasty pollutants and heavy metals. Then you look up, and its big leafy canopy acts like a giant natural air conditioner, cooling down our cities, adding moisture, and grabbing dust out of the air. It's basically a one-tree environmental protection agency. And it doesn't stop there. The willow is basically the heart of its neighborhood. It provides homes for birds and bugs, and it's one of the first sources of food for bees in the spring. But here's its real superpower. This thing is tough. It can grow in really difficult, salty soil, and not just survive, but actually make the soil better over time. That's why it's a go-to for huge environmental cleanup jobs, like bringing life back to old mining sites. Pretty incredible, right?
Okay, but let's be real. We can't talk about willows without talking about how beautiful they are. But I want you to think about it a little differently. It's not just a pretty tree. It's more like a living, breathing sculpture that's always changing. Just look at its journey through the seasons. In the spring, you get that burst of fresh, electric green. In the summer, it's this amazing, lush canopy that gives you the best shade. Autumn comes, and the leaves turn this soft, delicate yellow. But honestly, winter might be its most stunning look. Those bare branches against a cold sky, it's just this stark, powerful artwork. It's like watching a performance all year long.
So it's beautiful, sure, but that beauty is also incredibly practical. For literally centuries, humans have looked at the willow and seen a workshop packed with all the raw materials we could need. I mean, think about it. We use almost every single part of this tree. Those bendy branches? Perfect for weaving baskets and furniture. You know, wickerwork. The wood itself is light, so it's great for things like shipping crates or even matchsticks. The fiber from the wood? We can turn that into paper or even a kind of synthetic cotton. And the bark? We can even make strong ropes from the fibers in the bark. Talk about versatile. And this isn't just some quaint little hobby. We're talking about a deep artistic tradition. The craftsmanship is so incredible that in places like Funan province, willow weaving is actually recognized as a national intangible cultural heritage. That's a huge deal. It means it's a priceless part of their history, a living tradition that's all centered around this one amazing tree. Okay, so we've had the engineer and the artist. Now, let's talk about the pharmacist. And honestly, this might be the willow's most mind-blowing role of all. Welcome to nature's original medicine cabinet. Yup, you heard me. What if I told you the original source of aspirin was this tree? How is that even possible? Okay, so here's the science bit, but it's super cool. It's all about a compound called salicin. It's found in willow bark, and for thousands of years, people knew that chewing on this bark helped with pain and fevers. Fast forward to the 1800s, scientists finally isolated this salicin and figured out how to create a synthetic version, and that became acetylsalicylic acid, or, as we call it, aspirin. So yeah, that little white pill in your medicine cabinet, its history literally goes back to the bark of a willow tree. And it wasn't just the bark. In traditional medicine, they used the whole tree. The bark, obviously, for pain and fever. But the leaves, they were used to treat rashes and cool the body down. The branches were used to help with swelling. Even the flowers were used to stop bleeding. It's a complete, all-in-one pharmacy, growing right out of the ground. All right, just when you think you've got this tree figured out, it throws you a curveball. There's one more secret. You can eat it. No, I'm not kidding. You can actually eat the young shoots that pop up in the spring. You just have to blanch them real quick to get rid of any bitterness, and then you can toss them in a salad, use them as a filling for dumplings, or even brew them into a tea. And it's not just a survival food, they're actually really good for you, loaded with vitamins and minerals. And it's not just for us. Farmers know that the leaves and branches are a fantastic, protein-rich snack for their cattle and sheep. So it's a valuable player in agriculture, too. So let's just step back and look at this. We started out with this simple idea of a pretty graceful tree, but look at what we know now. It's an ecological superhero, a craftsman's best friend, a walking pharmacy, and who knew, a food source. So next time you see a willow, I hope you see more than just its weeping branches. I hope you see the engineer, the artist, the healer. It really makes you think, doesn't it? How many other everyday things around us are hiding these incredible stories, just waiting for us to pay attention?